WRCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Remember when you were younger, Robin, and you were looking for a date, you wanted to find somebody, what'd you do? You went to church probably and
The school.
hung out in school. And
The bar.
The bar. Anything but work, right?
Exactly.
Did you go date hunting at work?
No,
Yeah,
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't believe in that.
Fraternize.
But it happens. But today it's so different. An article that I was handed says there are 95,208 singles, approximately, between Ocala and Gainesville. That's a lot of people out there that you might want to have a way to get a hold of them if they might be dating material. I'm not an expert on this at all, but we have some people in the studio who are, and one is a good friend from a long time ago, Eleanor Hancock, Ellie for short. She is, we've seen you as a professional photographer. You were a friend of the station way back, I think, when I first started here. And you're the founder of SOAP, which I use every day. Sorry, but not this time. SOAP is an acronym for Single Only Area Professionals. It is is a dating site. Am I saying this right? That you started, and your guest is Scott Gwynn. Scott and Ellie. Good morning to both of you.
Thank
Morning.
you.
So, Ellie, is this an online thing?
It's a little bit of both. It's a social networking group for singles, 21 and up, years young.
Uh-huh.
And we put on 2 events every month.
Two in-person events.
2 in-person events.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
not all online.
No, it's not on online at all.
Okay,
At
okay.
all. And we either do a regular icebreaker, which could be a restaurant, to bowling, to
Really?
billiards. Yep.
So you show up without a date and with the hopes of maybe finding one?
There's people that have the hopes of finding one, but we also look at it as a social outlet for singles who want something to do.
Something to
Want
do
get out,
without necessarily a date.
which is exactly why I started it.
Just going to,
Oh,
because
wow.
you wanted what? You didn't want a date? You just wanted to go out?
I just wanted to go out. I called off an engagement and was sitting in my living room with one of my girlfriends, Sarah.
Are you crying?
I was not crying.
Okay.
I got through that part. But we were talking about how difficult it was to meet other singles in the Ocala area.
Okay.
And it wasn't necessarily to date, but just to get out and socialize and have something to do. So I
Okay.
jumped right in. 1 or 2 wine bottles later, we came up with SOAP. Good, clean fun meets the old-fashioned way. And
How long
kinda
ago
took
was
off from
this?
there. It was a year.
A year ago.
Yep,
Okay.
April 13th or April 14th was 1 year from the very first SOAP event.
Congratulations.
And not to
you.
get too personal, but I mean, in the course of doing that, anybody striking your fancy?
No, not yet. I think
Not
I'm
yet.
too busy putting on events and just
Who's the
meeting
handsome guy to your
people.
right? He's not the guy? Who's he? Who's Scott?
We actually recruited Scott New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow.
SOAP.
Really?
Yeah.
You went out to a
Wow.
New Year's Eve party and you got recruited.
I didn't. I went out on the town in Ocala.
so you
Square.
heard about soap somehow?
I didn't hear about it at all.
Oh,
She
okay.
kind of, I met her. We were out. I was out with my parents, and her and the group came in. I didn't know it was a soap group. And
Came into where?
We were at the wine experience.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
Julie's
she
place.
started talking to my dad because she was closer to my dad, and they were talking and looking at me. And then Ellie, Ellie
Find my
just
son a
came
date.
over and said, "I'm the queen of soap," and I was like, "Oh well, congratulations! I mean, you're an expert on guiding light, and as the world turns."
Yeah, right.
So I
Use this as soap opera.
yeah, I really did.
So that was
I-
4 months ago. This past New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Okay,
And
okay.
so she, said, come on, go next door, because we weren't in there very long, and she invited me along. And then I got to know what soap was all about. It's
What was
just-
next door?
We went to the
Courtyard, downtown
We went to the
Broadway.
courtyard.
Okay,
next
so that's
door.
where the meeting was.
No, we had, there was about 7 or 8 of us that decided that we wanted to go out at the last minute for New Year's Eve. And we didn't actually set up any specific event because everybody had kids or just too many things to do. And we decided to start at the wine experience. And
Okay.
it was so loud in there, the only people that could actually hear me talking were his parents, who were sitting at the table over next
Right.
to me.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So that's when his parents kind of said, "You should go with this fun group of people." And,
Yeah.
and 4 months later, he's
Why? What's
still
your story, Scott? I
hanging
mean,
around.
what's your story? I mean, why are your parents telling you to get out?
Handsome guy.
I mean, was it-
I just came back. I just moved back into town. I have a house here and in town, and I just moved back from California, and I had a rough time out in California
okay,
for
okay.
5 years,
Okay.
and went through some things, and now I'm back, and they wanted me to get out and meet
just
people.
go out and have
just
some fun.
socialize.
Yeah.
You know, so it just happened to be that I ran into Ellie in the soap group, and I got to know more about the group when we went over to the courtyard, and we could talk and hear each other a little bit better. You know.
So do you have the date radar turned off? I mean, it's kind of hard for a guy, isn't it, to do that?
Yeah, it's off. it was off. It was
The good thing about soap is it's no pressure.
right.
Anybody could come to an event and feel welcome and relaxed and at home, because we have so many different types of people in soap that we want to create new friendships and get to know other people and have something to do. And if you happen to meet somebody and there's that spark, then great. If not, who cares? We go out and have fun anyway.
And you get to know more people.
We get to know more
Right.
people.
Yeah.
We do.
It's a great way to network and have fun at the same time.
It is. And it's working on a good note, because I have my first
There's no-
official soap engaged couple as of like 5 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so there's no ulterior
congratulations.
motive. You
No
just get.
ulterior motives,
So
no.
what? So you said bowling. So what would be what's coming up next?
This Thursday, we have an open icebreaker at the Ale House
Okay.
in Churchill.
And how does that work? How do I don't want to do it, but I mean somebody else who's single. how does that person do this?
They can go to our website, soapsingles.com, and sign up for a free profile for 15 days and RSVP to the event. And they can attend, or they can email us directly and get signed up that way, and they can come out, hang out with us, socialize, and then
Okay.
from there they can decide if they want to join or not. You know, I'd rather let them meet people and see if it's the right fit for them.
So I walk into the Ale House and I say I'm here for the soap group, and somebody directs me to where you
Oh
are.
yeah, you'll find me. I'm always looking for new people. If you walk in the door and you look like you're not sure where to go,
So I'm always
come
weird
out.
around new people. That's me, and so
That's
I would.
hard to believe,
so,
Larry.
I can get over it quick, but but I wouldn't want to cling to one person. I wouldn't want to say you're okay. You're my pal the whole night long, right?
No, I'm the first thing I do is I try and talk to them a little bit, and I introduce them to people that I might think that they would hit it off with,
Yeah.
as far as just conversation goes. And everybody in soap is pretty good about making the new members and new people feel.
Do you have any
welcome.
rules?
We do.
What are the
We
rules?
have a code of conduct.
No religion.
Oh, a code of conduct. I like
No
that.
religion. What's the lines called? No religion, no
Yeah,
politics.
But the first one is respect. You have to have respect for yourself and other people in the group.
Okay.
It really all comes down to that. One rule is don't pay attention to your phone more than the members around you at an event.
It's good advice everywhere.
If not, we will
Yeah.
find
Oh,
a
yeah.
doctor nearby and strategically remove it from your hand.
There you go.
Surgically.
Tongue tied.
You said doctor. I figured you meant surgically.
That's what I meant.
Okay. So no. Okay. And what else? Are there any
what else?
subjects that are off limits?
Any subjects?
Yeah.
That are off limits?
Yeah.
No.
Politics is okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If you really want to get into a politics conversation, go for it. We have not. I think we've had any of those.
No,
yet.
we haven't.
I think everybody's pretty smart to steer away from that one.
Mm-hmm.
And how does you mentioned children earlier? Do some of the singles have children?
Yes, many of the singles have children.
Oh, really?
I actually have a 6-year-old daughter. We have many single parents in the group, which is great because we kind of.
So I think Alan Youngblood contacted me to ask about you coming on.
He did.
I think so.
Yep.
So first of all, you don't ever have to go through somebody else.
Yeah.
You can call us
Giving him a
directly.
hard time. I said,
Yeah.
well, how else can I get the soap word out? And he's like, well, just call Larry. And I said, I'm not going to call Larry. And then I got a message saying, I called Larry for you.
Yeah. Alan was real anxious.
All right, let's take a little break. want to find out more about soap. If you're single and you want to go out and have a good time and there's no pressure and you might find somebody who's significant in the future. Maybe you won't, but either way, it sounds like a really good idea for some fun. So when we come back, we'll continue with this conversation, and Ellie Hancock and Scott Gwynn will be answering any questions you might have. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in the area this afternoon and evening. High 79 at the coast, but up to 86 inland. And partly cloudy later Monday night. Low 62 inland, 67 on the coast. Tuesday, mostly sunny. High 81 at the coast, 87 inland. For Wednesday, partly sunny. High 82 at the coast, 89 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Now, here's another bonus of having older children are more likely to engage in active play, basically built-in playmate. So-called frontier living is back in style, and subscriptions to the association's magazine called Tomahawk and Long Rifle have been increasing every quarter. What millennials like about geezers is their geezery authenticity.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 18 minutes after 11 o'clock. It's a smart idea you've come up with, Ellie. All right, the idea is called SOAP. It stands for, let me read it again, Singles Only Area Professionals. So how do you pass the test to be, okay, single is easy. How do you pass the test as a professional?
Well,
is a radio announcer a professional?
Really not.
Am I a professional?
I'm gonna have to just say it. I wanted to use the words single and either business or professionals in with the name. And I think it's more of it's how you handle yourself.
Single only businessman wouldn't have worked.
No.
SOB.
And,
SOB. No.
There could be a profession for everything. I mean, look at Scott's retired. He doesn't have a job, but
you're retired.
In it.
I am retired.
Well, you're a young retiree.
Holy mackerel!
Yes, I'm young.
Wow.
So I think it's really more about how you handle yourself professionally. I don't care if you work at a fast food restaurant or you're an attorney or a neurosurgeon, as long as you just
Scott, you said something I think would really help the listeners who are if you've piqued the attention, they would love to hear what you told us off the air, how you felt like you're usually uncomfortable in those circumstances, but you told me you're not normally shy. So tell us why you were uncomfortable again.
Well, I was a little uncomfortable and kind of standoffish at first because I felt like it was a it had an agenda or an objective to introduce you, almost like an actual like speed dating or something to that effect. I just thought it was a different angle, and I was standoffish. I was kind of like, and I'm a very outgoing person, very talkative, and my profession and everything that I was in, I was always around hundreds of people all the time. So I had to have an outgoing personality and everything. So this was like different for me, and I was standing up, but then I really got to know everybody and talk with everybody and talk with Ellie, and I really realized that it's a networking, just to go out and meet people. And if you meet somebody that you like, that's fine. But it's not totally set up that way. It's just to go out and have fun with other people that may have the same interest as you. And at an event that you want to be at,
it's
and
much
they want to
more
be
preferable than a bar,
right?
Or like in our day, a disco or something like that. And in fact, the one thing it sounds most like is like just a normal church, not the one I was telling you about off the air, but like a normal church where people just say, "Come on, we're gonna have donuts, or we're gonna play bingo, or something like that." And,
Yes.
so do you actually arrange for activities?
We do.
Like
You had one pass this weekend.
We did. We had a Cards Against Humanity card tournament at Applebee's.
We've done that here on the air.
Similar to Apples to Apples, but it's adult version.
Yeah.
Kind of. And we had over 40 people show up. We took over half of the Applebee's bar with raffles and giveaways and rotated tables so everybody could play with different people every 20 minutes. And it was so much fun. So much fun.
And, we've had the Cards Against Humanity cards. We don't really know how to play the game, though. Have you ever played the game of Scruples?
No.
Have you ever heard of Scruples?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Do you know how it works?
I don't.
Okay, Scruples works this way, and this might be a fun game for you to play. You get a question on a card, and it asks a question that has a Scruples kind of an answer. Like, somebody gave you too much change, would you give it back? Something like that. Okay.
Right.
So let's say, Robin is the person who has to answer. Now, we get a point if we guess her answer. That's how you get the point.
Before she answers.
In Scruples, yeah. You have to guess. And the questions in Scruples, I was like, oh, man, what a circumstance to be in.
Yeah, it's a little similar.
It's kind of similar the same way.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And it worked out really well. Everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Had
You
a
had
great
fun?
time. Oh, a
Oh, yeah.
blast. A blast.
We have, like in June, we have Painting with a Twist. And July, we're doing World of Beer.
What is Painting with a Twist?
Painting with a Twist is actually in Ocala where you get groups of people and you just paint on canvas. They take mini breaks where they're hula hooping or dancing.
Did Joe Reichel do that?
Nice.
Huh?
Did Joe Reichel do the Painting with a Twist?
I think he did.
I thought I saw something on
he did.
Facebook. Did he paint a palm tree or something?
Yeah.
do, you know, do you know who I'm talking about?
But it's different than what she's doing. I mean, he just went to Painting with a Twist.
Okay.
So we're doing a big Painting with a Twist event for everybody. And that'll be
So
fun.
on the website, the calendar of events?
The calendar of events, you actually create a profile and it's activated, and then you can actually see the events.
Let me go
and
to
you
the
can
website.
see the members, and you can see what's going on.
Tell me again, what is it? Soap?
Soap, singles with an S, .com.
Soapsingles.com. Right.
So when you put your profile on there, do you also put on there if you have children or not?
Yeah, the profiles are very short and sweet. So you are either a single sud or I'm with a sud, because obviously we have
What's a
engaged
sud?
couple
What
or
does that mean?
Person, single sud, like a bubble, soap.
Oh, a single sud.
Sud,
I
yeah,
got
we
you.
try and
Okay.
get cute with
I thought it was an acronym for something.
Yeah, more acronyms.
Someone under pressure.
Yeah. Age groups
Or that's
are,
sup. Something.
the age groups are in clumps, so 30
okay.
to 31 to 35.
Someone
35 to
undevoted.
40.
Someone undevoted.
So it's
Sud.
It's actually really good. I like that.
but it's very short and sweet, because from what I've learned from all of my friends that have been on dating sites, you read these novels. People type in this long biography. It doesn't matter what you read, how much you read about a person online.
Yeah.
They will never be what you have imagined them to be. So the purpose is to get
Oh,
people
yeah.
to come out to events, meet in person, and actually get to know everybody on the old-fashioned way. talking, interacting.
That's the best way.
Forcing real communication rather than text messages or social media.
Yeah.
And so we try and keep them short and sweet, which is what my goal is.
You have pictures on there too of
Yep,
each member?
Yep, you can have your profile picture, and then you can add more pictures, and you can send friend requests, which is pretty cool. And what's really exciting is we had two people actually from Tampa come up last Saturday to the event. Since we're getting some noise in Tampa a little bit.
That's good, because Tampa's a
really?
fun place.
We're expanding starting in June. We're kicking off in Tampa.
Oh, you are? So you have two
Yep, we're going to
soaps
go to
then.
Tampa. Yep, and then we're going to work on Gainesville and Orlando.
So there's a bar in the United Kingdom. This was a story just yesterday, I think it was. No, the 21st. It says the 21st. If your Tinder date has gone wrong, they posted something in the bar. It says doesn't look like their picture or just plain weird. If you're on a date and it's not going well, come to the bar and ask for Rachel or Jennifer, and we'll get you out of it and get you a taxi.
I don't even get me started with that one.
You go to the bar. Are you familiar with this story?
No, but I'm familiar with Tinder from what I've heard. I've heard many things, and.
Like what? It's a one night only kind of a thing.
No, a lot of it is more of a hookup type group. And when you have two college guys that created Tinder because they wanted to quote make new friends in college, I don't care how much they say that.
Isn't that how Facebook started?
No, I don't want to know.
Didn't he want to have?
Well, this is really wonderful for people like you, Scott, and for just people in general, because you really would like to have a place to meet, a place that feels safe, like the places that you mentioned around town, and you don't have to depend on other people to drive you there. You can go at your own time and with your own transportation.
And you don't have to make every event either. You can, say, well, you know what, I'll make the next event. It's not like even if you're a member, that you have to attend every single event,
You have to attend one per quarter.
Yeah.
So do you read the profiles online, and then when you get to the event, you look for the person that you've kind of got to know?
You can, or you just show up and I'll introduce you to everybody in the room, and we make sure that you're comfortable. And
But you don't have name tags.
We have name tags.
Oh, you have name tags.
Oh, yeah. My friend Mason made a comment saying in the very beginning, "You're not going to make us wear name tags, are you?" And I said, matter of fact, I think I will.
Oh,
so we do name
sure,
tags.
that makes sense. Why not?
Tags.
Why not? Well, okay, but the website itself, you don't spend a whole lot of time there. That's just a resource.
No, we have the website, and there's profiles, and you can message other members and send friend requests.
You can.
And we're going to start a blog group.
So it
like
could
group
be
blogs
used
pretty
as a
soon.
dating site then.
Yes, it can be used, but I still try and promote the whole.
Go out and do something
Go out
fun.
and meet people in person and socialize, and if you happen to meet the one, then great. If not, who cares?
Yeah. So how did the business owners accept you, like Applebee's when you came in and things like that?
Well, Applebee's was pretty interesting. I had a friend who knows the GM and told her that I wanted to have a dinner on a Friday night. I had 12 people RSVP by the time they were supposed to, and the event started at 7. By 6:30, when I got there, I told her we were going to have close to 30 people.
Wow.
So we took over more tables, and then after that, she said, anytime you want to have an event, just let us know. We'll work with you. We also have the Ale House. The GM at Ale House is excited to start working with soap on a couple of events here and there.
Wow.
Nice.
And it's fun. And
Is it hard to go from, like, once you get into a group? This happens to be all the time. I'll find somebody. I'll be chatting with that person. Next thing you know, all right, we'll go home. So I really didn't meet more than one person.
No. I even throw in an Ellie challenge every now and then. If there's somebody that comes that's like a little quiet or maybe just not really out there, I throw a challenge and say, hey, I want you to talk to everybody in the room. By the end of the night, tell me who has the most unusual pet or something silly. But
most unusual pet. What's the
unusual
answer's
pet.
been?
Oh my gosh, what was the answer? Some kind of lizard, I think, that nobody had ever heard about.
I thought it was going to be a reptile. I figured a reptile.
It was a reptile.
I didn't think it'd be a bug or something.
Did that happen to you, Scott? Because you had
I
to...
have not had an
felt bad
Ellie
enough.
challenge yet. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't really needed one. He's pretty good about talking to people and mingling. So, but it's a lot of fun, and I think once people understand that it's really no pressure.
I love the fact that you're both genuine. I mean, I get a real good vibe from both of you. You seem like real genuine. If everybody in the group is like you two, well, then That's a good group.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good group.
Very
I have
good.
not laughed.
No big hugs when they walk in the
No
door.
big hugs.
I will,
Thanks
probably
God.
give you, I will probably give you a hug when you leave.
You could give me a hug.
You know, I'll give you a
Scott
hug
can't-
when you leave. But you
Scott,
know,
I'll give you a firm handshake.
There
How's
you
that?
go. A friend.
There you go.
If you're wearing a cowboy hat, it better be a firm handshake. Fun interview. Ellie and Scott, thank you both for coming in today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having us.
Real quickly, again, the website is
soapsingles.com.
soapsingles.com. There's no reason to be alone anymore.
And this Thursday, you have a meeting?
Thursday at 7 at the Ale House. And if you go to the website, you can shoot me an email, and I can answer any questions you have. And
All ages.
all ages,
All
21
ages.
and up.
All right. Thank you, both of you. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Ted Cruz and John Kasich trying a new strategy to keep